morning, everyone. In today's class, Jss1 student, how are you? In today's class, we'll be talking about tools and machines, and the subtopic is workbench fittings. So, what is a workbench fitting? A workbench fitting is a wooden or metal table where all wood or metal operation is carried out. It has appliances attached to it. This is just like, actually, what is this definition saying? It's just like a table. If you go to a tailor shop now, you see a very big table. That's where the tailor will do the cutting and everything. It can be called a workbench. If you go to a carpenter shop now, you see a very wide table too. You see chisel on it. You see all those wood grains on it. You see planer on it. Planer is used for smoothing, actually. You see so many things on it. All these tables, they are all called workbenches. Also, if you go to a welder's shop too, you see something like that too. So this is like the picture of a workbench, and it has different appliances on it. So it's just like a table. It can be metal, it can be wooden, based on the purpose. Actually, for a welder now, a welder cannot use a wooden workbench. It won't work, actually, because they work with light and some electrical welding arc electric stuffs. So so now we have some appliances, and these appliances, they have uses. When we talk about workbench appliances, what we're just trying to talk about is that when we talk about electrical appliances, that is, we are talking about appliances that use electricity. So when we are talking about workbench appliances, also we are talking about appliances that are attached to a workbench. That when you see a workbench, you will see, just like electrical appliances, when you see electricity or when you see electrical stuff, you will see them. Actually, you can use to know them, like a radio and a radio and all those ones. They are all electronic appliances. So these are workbench appliances. The first one is called the bench stop. And what's the function of the bench stop? If you look at it, the bench stop is towards this corner. It's towards this corner. And what's the function of the bench stop? The function of the bench stop is used to prevent workpiece from slipping off the bench during planing. Like, when we say planing means smoothing of something. So when you are smoothing, let's say you are smoothing your wood now, you want to make your wood smooth, and you're trying to use that your planer to smoothing the wood. There's something called a workbench. The workbench will not allow the wood. So the wood is an example of a workpiece. So don't allow that word workpiece scatter your head. Actually, it's just workpiece means that thing you are working with. If you are a plumber, your workpiece will be a pipe. Do you get? If you are a welder, your workpiece will be a metal. Do you get? If you are a carpenter, your workpiece will be a wood. So the bench stop allows it not to slip. You understand? So when they are working, instead of them to say, my apprentice will hold this thing for me. No. They don't need to say something like that. They will have to just put it on the workbench, and the bench stop will help them hold or prevent the workpiece from slipping. Why the bench? Another one now is the bench hook. The bench hook. This bench hook is used to hook or hold down workpiece when cutting. So when you want to cut, sometimes you see all these people, when they want to cut, you don't have to cut something by telling your person or the person working with you that hold this thing, let me cut. You might end up injuring him. Actually, you might end up sustaining an injury by you cutting, because when you want to cut now, you don't know when you just cut his finger away. So something like that. So you have to put it on a workbench, and there's a bench hook that will help you prevent that workpiece from falling. It will hold it down. It will pin it down, just like a policeman. When a policeman should hook any thief or any criminal, hook them from their shokoto. Why are they hooking them? They are hooking them to prevent them from running away, so that whatever ransacking they want to do on them, they'll be able to do on them. So that's bench hook. And that one is called bend vise. The bend vise is used to hold workpiece firmly between two jaws, especially during sawing and cutting of metals. Actually, that is when we use the bend vise. Actually, it's always beside the workbench. This one is always used to hold something firmly between two jaws. So if you notice, this edge of the bend vise is like what will I say now? It's like letter 7. If you look at it, it's like letter 7. That edge is where you will put it. So you will use that edge is where you put it. So there's a way it will form angle 90. So that's what that's why we said it's between two jaws. It's between that two jaws, that side of that bench vise. And another one is called the well. We have the well. The well is like a drawer. It's used for keeping all this your hammer and chisel. So it's inside the workbench too. It's a separate place too on the workbench actually. So the workbench has many areas actually, which is called the well. So the well is used for keeping tools while working for easy access. So when you want to work on your workbench now, you don't have to say Mama Shemi, run and go and bring this thing somewhere. No. It's everything, they're already on the workbench, so you don't have to be going up and down. It makes work easy. So that is all about workbench. So we now have workpiece holding tools. Not talking about workbench now. Workpiece holding tools, like it. What are the tools that we can use to hold a wood? What are the tools that we can use to hold that are not on the workbench? You know what we can use to hold a workpiece on the workbench is called bench hook. Do you get? But now we are talking about tools that are not on the workbench that we can use to hold stuff too. The first one, and naturally woodwork holding tools actually naturally they are generally called clamps. So they are used to hold workpiece during screwing, sawing and chiseling operation. So the first type of we have three types of clamp. The first one is called G clamp, second one F clamp, and the third one is sash clamp. So the G clamp actually is named G clamp based on the shape. If you notice, it's like a G. The F clamp too is like F actually. It's just the sash clamp now that is different. So I'll tell you the difference between the three of them. The G clamp and the F clamp, they are used for holding device. They are used for holding workpiece, small or very small workpiece. If you notice, only something small that can enter that space between that edge and that screw. For the G clamp, for the F clamp too, you see that space. So they are used for holding small workpiece. But if you see for the sash clamp now, they are used for doing wider and bigger jobs. So the sash clamp is for wider jobs actually. So if you want to do wider jobs, a very big job, if you see the workpiece, if you notice that the workpiece cannot fit into the G clamp and the F clamp, you go for the sash clamp. So another workpiece holding device apart from the clamps now is called the bench hold fast. And this is used to hold a workpiece firmly to the top of the surface of the workbench. So you use it to hold something. All these things are holding devices. So you use it to hold it firmly to the top of the workbench. And this is the picture of the bench hold fast. So you can use this. You can use in a few seconds. You can just copy down your assignment, and you can send once you are about to do your assignment. Type your assignment. Type it. Send it to me actually on the platform. Ask questions. If there are questions, put questions. I'll answer them in the next class. And for the assignment, make sure you do them. I'll mark it and I'll send your scores to you. Have a wonderful day ahead. Goodbye.